Hi Sparrows and Stars, it's Saturn back. So we got a bit of a different video today. Basically make neons with me and get to know me. So I got a random question list here. That's just random questions. And I'm gonna be answering some of them for you. And the first one is, what's my favorite color? My favorite color is green. Believe it or not, even though I use blue on Adopt Me, the blue looks better, but, green. Um, what's my favorite food? That's actually a really good question. I have a lot of foods that I like, and I honestly couldn't pick. What's my least favorite food? Oh, honestly, that's a good one. I really don't like tomatoes. You know what? I'm gonna go with that. Do I prefer coffee or tea? Definitely tea. I'm not very big on coffee unless it's an ice cap from Tim's, but I only get that like once in a while. But other than that, I prefer tea. What's my favorite season of the year? I'm gonna have to go with winter because I get to play hockey during the winter, and that's like my absolute favorite thing ever. Even though I haven't done it the past 2 years, unfortunately. But winter is definitely my favorite. My favorite ice cream flavor. Oh, I'm either gonna have to go with cookie dough or vanilla. I know vanilla is pretty basic, but you can add so many things to it to make it just that much better. Do I prefer cats or dogs? This is a good one because honestly, I prefer both. But if I had to pick, it would probably be dogs. They're a lot more active and I enjoy that. I love how they play around, so definitely dogs. What sport do I like most? I feel like this should be pretty easy, but hockey. But I also like basketball. Surprisingly. It's not something I thought I would like. Do I like video games? If so, what's my favorite? I feel like based on the video, this one should be pretty obvious. But Roblox isn't actually my favorite game. It's probably my second favorite game. My first favorite game, Minecraft. Has to be Minecraft. Honestly, you can do so much more in there and it's just that much better. Would I rather watch a movie or go out? Okay, now this one depends. It depends on who I'm going out with and what the movie is. Do I like reading books? If yes, what genre? Ooh, I love reading. To say my favorite genre, it would probably have to be romance or dark romance, but I feel like that would be expected of me, honestly. How do I usually spend a Sunday? Well, it's currently Sunday as I'm recording this, so I guess that's a pretty obvious answer. Am I more messy or organized? That's a really good question. I can be both at the same time, but also on complete opposites of that spectrum. What's one chore I absolutely hate? Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with the dishes. I can't stand, like, food remains and it's just, I can't. Am I more of an early bird or a night owl? This one's kind of iffy to answer because at the same time I'm both. Like, I'll stay up really late, but then I can be up super, super early too at the same time. So it's kind of in between with that one. When is my birthday? My birthday is September 4th. My lucky number is 2. How tall am I? Oh gosh, I'm really gonna be outing myself with this one. I'm only 5'2", y'all. Have I ever met any celebrities? No, not really, unless we count the basketball team. my city's basketball team, but so I guess. How many stuffed toys are on your bed? Oh, currently I only have 3 plushies on my bed. One of them is one I got when my childhood dog passed away, so I feel like that one's pretty obvious. I got a weighted plushie, and then a little Highland cow that has a pocket in it for a heating pad, which I find is really interesting. I love it. My favorite song, currently my favorite song is Blade by Haylog. I highly recommend that song. It is just, I love it. What is my biggest passion in life? If I'm gonna be honest, I just want to make people happy. I want to just be the joy in people's life. Like, I don't want to see anyone upset. I just want to make people happy and smile, and that's pretty much it. What's my favorite show? Well, that's a good question because at the moment I'm watching One Piece, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Free Run because I've been absolutely obsessed with that anime. I've gotten little trinkets that resemble different things from the show, and that's just, yeah. My Okay, it says Starbucks order, but I'm gonna go with my Tim's order, which normally I get a ice cap with either chocolate milk or a vanilla shot. They're both really good, and I definitely recommend it. What's my middle name? This one's a good one. My middle name is Rose. It doesn't really seem like it would be my middle name, but it is. My favorite book. This one's a really good question because I don't think I have an answer. Well, no, actually, I don't have a single answer, but rather a trilogy, which the Five Nights at Freddy's not the first book, but like the chapter book series, that is probably my favorite trilogy. My dream vacation. This one is interesting because I don't really want to go anywhere. I guess I'd want to go to the UK and like other places that have like a lot of history within them, like Greece and places like that, Rome. Those would be places I would dream to go just to experience the history itself. My favorite animal is a fennec fox. My biggest fear would be probably ending up alone. I'm gonna be so honest with that one. I really do not want to end up alone. What would I do if I had $1 million? Ooh. This is a really good question. And honestly, I would probably get myself set up with a PC so I can continue doing content more and more. I would probably donate some of it to those in need, or I would give food to those who need it more than I do. Stuff like that. What is my dream job? See, this one's iffy because I would love to be a content creator, but I think at the same time I want to be a what are they called? Like a youth worker. Like, I want to work with like troubled teens and kids to help them get back on the right track and that type of stuff, because I never had that when I needed it. And I would love to be that person for somebody else when they need it most. My favorite subject in school was definitely history and English. I excelled in those. I was passing with flying colors, and I learned a lot from those classes compared to everything else. If I had to describe myself using only 3 words, what would they be? Oh, childish? That's I feel like that's a given. Um, what else would I use? Stubborn. Stubborn's a good one. Um, I really don't know what other word I would use to describe myself. Artistic. I'm gonna go with artistic. If I could be any Disney villain, who would I be? Oh, the first thing that came to mind was the one from Mulan, but honestly, I might go with Ursula because I just genuinely love her character, and it's just, I love Ursula. My favorite hobby at the moment is probably drawing. I'm doing that like almost every day at this point. And I have so many OCs that I keep creating, and I need to really get them all organized. What is my favorite piece of jewelry? Oh, back to when I was talking about free run. Those little trinkets I got. It's her staff. I have it in a chain. The only issue is that the chain completely rusted because I got it off of Temu. So I'm gonna get myself another chain to put that on, and that's definitely gonna be my favorite piece of jewelry. Who's my favorite author? I'm gonna have to go with either Scott Cawthon or Alice Oseman, because those two, honestly, like, even though Scott Cawthon is a game creator, I genuinely like the books he's written. I mean, yet again, they are my favorite books. So, and then Alice Oseman, I adore Heartstopper. So, honestly, Alice Oseman and Scott Cawthon. What's something everyone else loves that you secretly find overrated? How come? Oh, I'm gonna be so real. The high tiers that adopt me, they're just. Again, I really want the Bat Dragon, but I'm sitting here and I'm like, is it worth it? Like, it's a pet in a virtual video game. Like, I get all the pets are really cute and such, but I'm like, is it worth it? Like, you're spending how many hours, or you're playing for how many years just to have those things? You know? What's the weirdest nickname you've ever had? I'm gonna be so real, it comes from Adopt Me. No hate to this person, obviously. Unfortunately, I'm no longer friends with them, but they called me their little Kai Jr., and I just sit there and I'm like, okay. I didn't know how to react when she called me that, so that's definitely the weirdest nickname I've ever been called. If I were a dog, what kind of dog would you be? Ooh, bro, I love huskies, bro. Oh, and we're doing the inventory tour. I am so happy with how my inventory is currently, honestly. I have so many neons now, and I still need to collect so many more. I want to get the journal finished. I guess that's one of my biggest goals right now. Anyway, Spirals and Stars, that's everything I have for you today. Don't forget to check out the Discord and the VR chat group, and I will see y'all later.